Donald Trump continues his all-in push on union workers in the state of Michigan. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video. Today, it is time that we talk about the 2024 presidential election. Because everyone, last night, in the great state of Michigan, Donald Trump did a rally. And not an ordinary, Trump rally. This was a rally with UAW members. That is right. A Republican is campaigning with UAW members. I don't care what people say about the debate and, Trump should have or shouldn't have attended the debate. It doesn't matter. This rally, in my opinion, is far more important for next year's election than any primary debate. Because these voters that Trump is talking to, while it is not as Democrat as they used to be, union households still vote Democrat in the vast majority of the key Rust Belt states. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Now, let me be 100% clear about all this. I'm not saying Trump is going to win the union vote. With that being said, however, I think Trump's play for the UAW endorsement, or at least them not endorsing Biden, is far more important than any primary debate. Especially when half of the candidates, they essentially quoted Reagan and, we gotta fire these union people for striking. Yeah, I'm sure that's gonna help you in Michigan. Now, somebody like DeSantis didn't say it, which, good on him. Right? He didn't just say, these union workers should be fired for striking. That was Tim Scott's doing. But that debate last night proved why Donald Trump is, in my opinion, one of the only Republicans running that can appeal to these blue-collar union voters. Because he's not a traditional Republican. He is a Republican that, is not for fair trade. Or I should say free trade. He's for fair trade. 10 years ago, you wouldn't have found a single Republican that ran for president that was against free trade. That's why these voters, they never voted Republican. They never did. Because, screw you. You want to send my jobs overseas? Why should I vote for you? But in the last 10 years, Donald Trump came along, then Hillary Clinton ran, and she wanted free and globalist trade. And that's why Trump was able to win over many of these union households that have voted Democrat since, probably FDR. So let's get into it. The main political split screen Wednesday night wasn't Donald Trump appearing at a rally in Michigan next to his Republican primary rivals debating California. It was the former president trying to woo auto workers in a critical battleground state, and the current president who did the same the day before. This is excellent by Politico, an excellent analysis. This isn't just, nobody gives a crap with the debate. Especially the primary one. Like, if this was a general election, that's one thing. But for the primary, nobody cares. Nobody's going to make their general elections decisions based on a primary debate. They're not. Instead, they're refocused on, all right, what is Trump saying about the auto worker strike? What is Biden saying about it? And I think Trump capitalized perfectly on it. Trump traveled to the Detroit area on Wednesday night to counter-program the GOP's second debate. But the visit sent a warning shot to President Biden that he was already looking ahead to the general election, and he wants to win back the support of some of these same union workers who helped put him in the White House in 2016. Over and over, Trump attacked Biden and his administration policies on electric vehicles and clean energy as a threat to the auto industry and the livelihoods of auto industry workers. Yeah. This is why people are making a big deal about it. This is why people that are not just on Twitter 24/7, they're more focused on what Trump did. Because it doesn't matter what, Tim Scott says about we got to fire the union workers for protesting. Screw him. No, it's more focused on the fact a Republican went to a union strike and supported them, saying, you guys are getting shafted by the Biden administration for globalism, for these garbage electric vehicles, all of it. This is excellent by Trump. And a lot of these voters that flip from Obama to Trump, he's the only one that can win them. A lot of them are union voters. This magical idea that Nikki Haley is going to magically win these Obama-Trump voters in, Macomb County, Michigan, you're delusional. Only possibly Ron DeSantis could win some of these voters back. But if it isn't Trump, good luck winning 80% of them, let alone a majority. You're going to struggle. Only DeSantis I could see, because he does still have some appeal with some of these voters, because every now and again he does say something good about, we got to fight globalism, we got to fight the garbage trade policy. But then people look at his history and realize, you're a bit sketchy. But it's far more impressive than Nikki Haley's record. So I think Ron DeSantis would be second to Trump, at least in losing the state of Michigan. I think Trump has a shot at winning it. DeSantis, not so much. But I don't think he would lose it by 15, like some people claim. Yesterday, Joe Biden came to Michigan to pose for photos at the picket line. But it's his policies that send Michigan auto workers to the unemployment line, Trump said. He only came after I announced that I would be here. Throughout the hour-long speech, it was clear that Biden, and not the rest of the GOP field, is Trump's main target. He did not mention his main opponent, Governor DeSantis, who was in second place, or the GOP debate, until he was almost 30 minutes into the speech. We're competing with the job candidates. They're old job candidates and want to be the secretary of something, or even say VP. Has anybody ever seen a VP anywhere? Trump said. Trump's speech was delivered at Drake Enterprise, Inc., a non-union auto parts manufacturer located northeast of Detroit in Clinton Township, Michigan, and was billed as being his vision for revival economic nationalism and our automobile manufacturing lifeline. This is the messaging that won Trump 2016. Not pandering, saying, look, we need to bring back economic nationalism. We need to put America first on trade policy, on economic policy. We need to bring back manufacturing. We're not going to keep importing cheap crap from China for 0.1% GDP growth. Screw it. Let's make stuff here in America again. Only DeSantis kind of says that. I'll give him that he sometimes says it. But Trump's the only one that's regularly hammering this. And that's key to winning these voters over against Biden. My pledge to everyone is that a vote for President Trump means the future of the automobile will be in America, said Trump. It will be fueled by American energy, sourced by American suppliers. It will be sculpted from American aluminum and steel, and will be built by highly skilled American hands and high-wage American labor. Yes, yes, yes. Like I said, there's only 2, maybe 3 Republicans talking about this that's running for president. Obviously, Trump, kind of DeSantis, here and there. He does talk about this, which I'll give him credit for. Ramaswamy at times, but outside of that, Tim Scott's more focused on tax cuts. It's like, well, we can rebuild the American economy with tax cuts. Tax cuts are cool and all, but you're not going to grow the economy just by reducing taxes every 5 years. You got to start bringing back manufacturing like Trump was doing. As Trump spoke, his Republican opponents halfway across the country were preparing to take the stage at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. Once again, Trump chose not to participate in the debate, citing his commanding lead in Republican primary polling. Yeah. I mean, there's no reason to show up when he's up by 50. If he was up by 10, he would show up. But by 50? Over the 55% of the vote, according to most polling? It's like, you have more to lose than a gain to go to the debate. Like, I wanted the debate once because I wanted to destroy everybody. But if he doesn't want to debate, I can understand why. Biden's trip also underscores the fact that despite what Democrats might say, Michigan is very much in play, and the important voter bloc of the UAW labor employees are very much in play as well, said Jason Miller, an advisor to Trump. I agree with that. Again, the union bosses, you don't have to support the union bosses. But these people that are against the workers? No wonder you can't win Michigan or Pennsylvania. Because you're just anti-worker? It's one thing to say some of these union bosses are extremely corrupt, they're not caring about the worker. That's one thing. But to say we have to fire them like Reagan did with some of the, in the 1980s with some of the public unions? What? It just, you start looking at this, and Trump is playing a very smart play in Michigan. Instead of focusing on some garbage debate, he's on the ground in a suburb of Michigan that is 50-50. I believe it's Clinton Township. I believe that's where he went to. Yeah. It's a 50-50 town. Like, Trump won in 2016, and after it trended like 30 points Republican because of him, but then it flipped back to Biden in 2020. So it is an area that it's very important, and I'm glad Trump is going to these areas. Again, I'm not attacking, I'm not attacking DeSantis at all. I'm actually praising him. Because Trump and kind of DeSantis, they're the only ones that realize there's a possibility here. Talk about economic nationalism, bring back manufacturing. But overall, it's still will to be seen. How will this impact the election? I'm hoping that a lot of voters in the UAW, they say, screw what the bosses are saying, I'm going with Trump. He's going to protect my jobs. I may not like the Republicans, but he's far better than Biden. Hell, there's even polling that shows that Trump is picking up steam with union members. An August survey of 600 likely voters, again, it is a very small sample size, 46% of union members pulled back Trump compared to 43% for Biden in the state of Michigan. 2 months earlier, Biden had led Trump 51 to 42% with the same group. So Trump is picking up with union voters. He doesn't need to win them, but hey, lose them by 3 or 4 instead of by 15. That could flip Michigan. So overall, folks, I think this was a very smart trip by Trump. I hope somebody else does these events. I think James Craig understands that. That's why he's running for the Senate seat. Again, only presidential candidates talking about this is Trump and kind of DeSantis. For the Senate, it's James Craig. I'm glad there are some Republicans understanding this is an opportunity. Focus on revitalizing American manufacturing and hit Biden where it hurts. How he wants to mandate electric vehicles that are going to gut these jobs. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.